How do you show forgiveness to your friends?
I can let go of grudges and move forward.
What can you do if your friend is feeling happy?
I can share in their happiness and be joyful.
How do you show honesty with your friends?
I can tell the truth and keep my promises.
What can you do if your friend is feeling disappointed?
I can offer support and remind them of their strengths.
How do you show support to your friends?
I can be there for them and offer encouragement.
What can you do if your friend is feeling curious?
I can explore and discover things together.
How do you show generosity to your friends?
I can share and give without expecting anything in return.
What can you do if your friend is feeling grateful?
I can show appreciation and thank them.
How do you show understanding to your friends?
I can listen and try to see things from their perspective.
What can you do if your friend is feeling excited about something?
I can be excited with them and support their excitement.
How do you show support during difficult times?
I can offer a shoulder to lean on and lend a helping hand.
What can you do if your friend is feeling overwhelmed?
I can help them break tasks into smaller parts and offer assistance.
How do you show kindness to friends who are different from you?
I can celebrate our differences and treat them with respect.
What can you do if your friend is feeling proud of an accomplishment?
I can congratulate them and celebrate their success.
How can you make someone feel better when they are sad?
I can offer a hug and listen to them.
What can you do if your friend is feeling scared?
I can stay by their side and comfort them.
How do you show appreciation to your friends?
I can say thank you and give compliments.
What can you do if your friend is feeling lonely?
I can spend time with them and be a good friend.
How do you make someone feel included?
I can invite them to join in and play together.
What can you do if your friend is feeling worried?
I can reassure them and offer support.
How do you handle disagreements with your friends?
I can talk it out and find a solution.
What can you do if your friend is feeling frustrated?
I can offer help and encourage them.
How do you support your friend's dreams?
I can cheer them on and believe in them.
What can you do if your friend is feeling angry?
I can help them calm down and talk it out.
How do you show empathy to your friends?
I can understand how they feel and be there for them.
What can you do if your friend is feeling tired?
I can suggest taking a break and resting.
How do you solve problems with your friends?
I can work together and find a solution.
What can you do if your friend is feeling left out?
I can include them and make them feel welcome.
How do you show respect to your friends?
I can listen to them and treat them kindly.
What can you do if your friend is feeling jealous?
I can remind them of their own special qualities.
How do you support your friends' goals?
I can encourage them and help them achieve their goals.
What can you do if your friend is feeling bored?
I can suggest fun activities to do together.
How do you handle conflicts with your friends?
I can talk it out calmly and find a compromise.
What can you do if your friend is feeling happy?
I can celebrate with them and share their joy.
Where do people go on vacation?
To different countries or beaches.
How do people travel long distances?
By plane or train.
What can you do on a road trip?
Play games and sing songs.
What do people pack in their suitcase?
Clothes, toiletries, and snacks.
How do people find their way in a new place?
They use maps or ask for directions.
What can you do on a camping trip?
Roast marshmallows and go hiking.
Where do people stay when they travel?
In hotels or rental houses.
How do people document their travels?
They take photos and write in a journal.
What can you do at the beach?
Swim, build sandcastles, and collect seashells.
How do people learn about different cultures?
By trying new foods and visiting landmarks.
What can you do on a sightseeing tour?
See famous buildings and landmarks.
Where do people go to relax and unwind?
To resorts or spa retreats.
How do people communicate in foreign countries?
They learn basic phrases or use translation apps.
What can you do on a cruise ship?
Swim in the pool and watch shows.
How do people stay safe while traveling?
They follow rules and listen to adults.
What can you do at a theme park?
Ride roller coasters and play games.
Where do people go to see wildlife?
To national parks or zoos.
How do people pack for a trip?
They choose clothes for the weather and activities.
What can you do on a train ride?
Look out the window and enjoy the scenery.
How do people explore new cities?
They walk or take public transportation.
What subjects do you study at school?
Math, science, English, and social studies.
How can you improve your reading skills?
Practice reading books and ask for help.
Why is it important to go to school?
To learn new things and make friends.
What can you do to become a better student?
Pay attention in class and do your homework.
How do you prepare for tests?
Study, review notes, and ask questions.
What resources do you use for studying?
Textbooks, online resources, and educational apps.
How can you improve your writing skills?
Practice writing and ask for feedback.
What subjects do you enjoy learning about?
Science, art, and physical education.
How can you stay focused during class?
Listen to the teacher and participate in discussions.
What can you do to make learning fun?
Find interesting books and educational games.
How do you manage your time for homework?
Make a schedule and prioritize tasks.
Why is it important to ask questions in class?
To understand better and learn more.
How can you stay organized with school materials?
Use folders and notebooks to keep things neat.
What can you do to remember information better?
Take notes and review them regularly.
How do you handle difficult assignments?
Break them down into smaller tasks and ask for help.
What subjects do you find challenging?
Math and spelling can be difficult for me.
How can you improve your math skills?
Practice solving problems and ask for guidance.
Why is it important to do your homework?
It helps reinforce what you learned in class.
What can you do to participate in class?
Raise your hand and share your ideas.
How can you become a better reader?
Read every day and practice sounding out words.
What subjects do you need help with?
I need help with fractions and writing.
How can you stay organized with your schoolwork?
Use a planner and keep your desk tidy.
Why is it important to study for tests?
To do well and show what you've learned.
What can you do to improve your spelling?
Practice writing words and use spelling games.
How can you develop good study habits?
Set a routine and find a quiet place to study.
What subjects do you excel in?
I excel in science and art.
How can you become a better listener in class?
Pay attention and follow directions carefully.
Why is it important to be respectful to teachers?
They help us learn and guide us.
What can you do to stay organized with assignments?
Use a calendar and break tasks into smaller steps.
How can you become a better problem solver?
Practice solving puzzles and think creatively.
What subjects do you find most interesting?
I find history and music very interesting.
How can you improve your study skills?
Review notes, make flashcards, and ask questions.
Why is it important to be on time for school?
To be ready to learn and not miss anything.
What can you do to improve your speaking skills?
Practice speaking in front of others and listen carefully.
How can you stay focused during homework?
Find a quiet place and avoid distractions.
What subjects do you enjoy discussing in class?
I enjoy discussing science experiments and books.
How can you become a better problem solver?
Practice thinking of different solutions and ask for help.
Why is it important to respect your classmates?
To create a positive and supportive learning environment.
What can you do to improve your memory?
Use mnemonic devices and review information regularly.
How can you become a better team player?
Listen to others and work together towards a goal.
What subjects do you find challenging?
Math and spelling can be difficult for me.
How can you improve your reading comprehension?
Ask questions about the story and summarize what you read.
Why is it important to study science?
It helps us understand the world around us.
What can you do to stay organized with assignments?
Use a planner and create a checklist.
How can you become a better writer?
Practice writing stories and ask for feedback.
What subjects do you enjoy researching?
I enjoy researching animals and space.
How can you improve your study habits?
Find a quiet place to study and avoid distractions.
Why is it important to have a growth mindset?
It helps us believe in our abilities to learn and grow.
What can you do to stay motivated in school?
Set goals and celebrate your achievements.
How can you become a better note taker?
Write down important information and use abbreviations.
What subjects do you enjoy studying outside of school?
I enjoy reading about dinosaurs and painting.
How can you improve your test-taking skills?
Review your notes and practice answering questions.
Why is it important to follow classroom rules?
It creates a safe and respectful learning environment.
What can you do to become a better problem solver?
Practice thinking of different solutions and ask for help.
How can you become a better reader?
Read books every day and practice sounding out words.
Why is it important to study history?
To learn about the past and understand our world.
What can you do to improve your math skills?
Practice solving problems and ask for help when needed.
How can you become a better writer?
Practice writing stories and ask for feedback.
Why is it important to listen to your teacher?
To understand the lessons and learn new things.
What can you do to become a better artist?
Practice drawing and experiment with different art materials.
How can you improve your spelling?
Practice writing words and use spelling games.
Why is it important to be kind to others?
It helps create a friendly and positive environment.
What can you do to stay focused in class?
Listen carefully and participate in classroom activities.
How can you become a better problem solver?
Think creatively and try different strategies.
Why is it important to do your homework?
It reinforces what you've learned and helps you practice.
What can you do to become a better athlete?
Practice your favorite sport and stay active.
How can you improve your study skills?
Make a study schedule and find a quiet place to work.
Why is it important to be respectful to others?
It shows that you care about their feelings.
What can you do to become a better leader?
Listen to others and help them when needed.
How can you become a better problem solver?
Break problems into smaller parts and try different approaches.
Why is it important to be honest?
It builds trust and helps maintain good relationships.
What can you do to become a better musician?
Practice playing an instrument and learn new songs.
How can you improve your communication skills?
Speak clearly and listen attentively to others.
Why is it important to be organized?
It helps you find things easily and saves time.
What can you do to become a better scientist?
Conduct experiments and ask questions about the world.
How can you become a better problem solver?
Think creatively and consider different solutions.
Why is it important to be responsible?
It shows that you can be trusted and relied upon.
What can you do to become a better dancer?
Practice different dance moves and join a dance class.
How can you improve your memory?
Repeat information and create mnemonic devices.